Time out.
Dude, I got light on.
Time
I got
out.
light.
All right, we're gonna send you out. Here's the thing, sir. I understand that you're upset and that you want to be out. I don't know why you're not facing me.
Because I'm mad, miss.
Yeah. Or I'm going to treat you badly because you're being disrespectful to the court. That would not be right. I don't do that. So don't do that to me. All right, we can go on the record.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't understand what I was signing. And
Excuse me.
hasn't started
I'm sorry.
yet.
I'm sorry.
All right, and let me stop you right there. All this.
And I'm here fighting this. I don't have mental issues.
Oh, I mean, if you want a jury trial, we'll give you a jury trial.
I'm 34 years old.
No, if you want a jury trial, you can have a jury trial. What are we doing with Mr. Orosco?
Well, Your Honor, the state has tendered an offer. We are respectfully declining that offer. So
Okay, was the offer tendered today?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 34 years old, miss.
All right, so what I do, I always give people a chance to think about the offer, especially when an offer is just tendered today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall you for a plea deadline date, and then we'll set you for a jury trial date.
So I'm gonna guess. What I was trying to ask him if I can get the 10 years. No.
Yeah.
The judge does not hear that.
Oh, so here's the thing with, let me explain something to you. Wait a minute, stop, time out.
Dude, I got light on.
Time
I got
out.
light. Miss.
All right, we're gonna send you out. So I want you to listen to me clearly.
Listen.
It is not my role to hear the facts in this case. What ends up happening, if you go to a jury trial, a jury will hear it. If you want a bench trial, then I will hear the facts of the case. That's how it works. I'm not allowed to hear your plea negotiations with the state and your defense counsel unless they want me to hear that, but that is not allowed. Here's the thing, sir. I understand that you're upset and that you want to be out. I don't know why you're not facing me.
Because I'm mad, miss. Because
Yeah.
the SCPD lied to me. They've been harassing me for 2 years.
So does he need an evaluation or no?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. We've been effectively been able to communicate.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing, because SAPD, according to you, lied to you, and because they treated you badly, that is no reason to disrespect the court. For example, the way you're treating me now, guess what? What if I were to say every inmate over there, because you treated me this way, I'm going to treat them badly, or I'm going to treat you badly because you're being disrespectful to the court? That would not be right. I don't do that. So don't do that to me. Do not, here's the thing, do not come to this court putting something on this court that somebody else did to you, because I didn't do it. So what I am telling you, if you will listen, all right, take a deep breath and listen. The state and the defense, they negotiate, and the state offers whatever they offer. The defense will tell you what the offer is. I'm not allowed, because those plea negotiations are supposed to be confidential. I'm not allowed to get involved with that. I know from what you're telling me is that you want to tell me about your case and how these charges never should have been brought, or maybe they should be dismissed. At this point in the process, it is not my job to hear that. I'm not allowed to hear that yet, unless there's a motion to suppress, or unless you want to have a bench trial and you want me to hear it, or either I will hear it when you have a jury trial. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I understand the frustrations that people will have because you're at the jail. You don't feel like you should be at the jail. You don't feel like these charges ever should have been brought. You don't feel like this case should have been indicted if people just had the facts. I understand. I understand your frustration, but do not take your frustration out on the court. I try to move these cases as quickly as possible. You have been here on January 2024, and then your court-appointed counsel was ill, so he asked it to be removed. So Mr. Arguelles was appointed, and I'm sure he got on your case as quickly as possible. He's just finished a murder trial. The state just gave you an offer today. So what's going to end up happening, and I want you to hear me clearly, this is going to be recalled for March 25th. You can either accept or reject the state's offer. If you choose to reject their offer, what is going to end up happening is we're going to get you a jury trial as quickly as possible. That's how things are going to flow here. Is there anything else?
Nothing for the defense.
All right. Thank you.
I asked the DA if he would be willing to consider the 10 deferred. He said, let me think about it. We did enter the plea fully and officially on the 4 silent. Mr. Hernandez then tells me he wants me to put in a motion to dismiss for prejudice, and I told him there is no such thing because, you know, judges bust plea bargains all the time. That doesn't give you a right to dismiss. And so then he says, well, he wants a jury trial. And I said, well, we have entered the plea on the 4 silent, so the judge may or may not allow you to withdraw your plea. And then that's what he wants to speak to you about.
All right. All right. We can go on the record.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't understand what I was signing and.
Excuse
She
me.
hasn't
I'm
started
sorry.
yet.
I'm sorry.
All right. And let me stop you right there. All this thing where people say they don't understand what they were signing, based upon what is the information that I've received, that first it was 10 years deferred and the judge denied it. And then it came back to a silent offer. Yeah, everybody understood. Court is calling 2023 CR 10221, State of Texas versus Joe Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Suzanne Kramer.
All right. And are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. A plea was entered in this case on, let me see what date is stamped on here, on April 22nd, 2024. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, and the state is silent on the defendant's application. All right. With regards to the plea bargain agreement, the court, of course, does not have the PSI because we're coming back. Can someone tell me what his criminal history is?
Judge, I don't have a file on that.
Basically, I could be off on this, but my memory is some minor misdemeanors and no felony convictions.
Mhm. So, counsel, do you wish to have a PSI done, or do you wish the court to make its ruling?
Honestly, Judge, based on his criminal history, and of course, you don't have the benefit of the interview with him, but Mr. Delgado and Escobar and I can fill you in on part of the, I think it was part of this plea bargain too, was evaluation for Mick. There are definitely some mental health issues going on. You can tell by reading the report, but you do not have the benefit of having that in front of you. But I do feel confident, of course, it's up to him, to go forward today.
All right. So I am reading the police report, and based upon the police report that I've read that are in the stipulation, there is documentation of bizarre behavior. And I don't know, based upon the police report, if that bizarre behavior was drug induced or if there's some sort of mental health issues.
Which is why I think we had dual, right, with Mick, or was it just Mick?
I'm making that, yes, that was possible.
I mean, based on my time, and certainly I'm not an expert in any way, but I would tend to think it might have been both, but definitely some mental health issues.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe Hernandez.
All right, so Mr. Hernandez, have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
All right, not even in your childhood?
No, ma'am.
Drug use?
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No. I'm an alcoholic, yes. I drink, but that's it.
All right, so in the stipulation, they're saying that you were exhibiting bizarre behavior.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life. I was asking for help. And I didn't want to die that night. Somebody came at my door trying to kill me.
And I did.
And I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops. She has the phone record that I called the cops asking for help. I ended up at the hotel. I did everything wrong, yes. But I was just trying to save my life that night. I didn't want to die that night. I didn't want somebody to take my life for no reason. That's the God's honest truth. And I'm here fighting this. I don't have mental issues.
Oh, I mean, if you want a jury trial, we'll give you a jury trial.
I'm 34 years old.
No, if you want a jury trial, you can have a jury trial. That's your question.
Or you can request the judge to give you deferred, and then that way you know that, you know what the end result's gonna be.
I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
Now, here's the thing. And this is what I don't think people understand. We can go off the record. Everybody thinks that they can be an attorney without a license. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal. The question is, do you want a jury trial? Yes or no? And let me explain something to you. If you say you want a jury trial, this train is going to a jury trial. This train is not at the last minute. Oh, I see witnesses walking in the door, so therefore I'm deciding to enter a plea bargain agreement. If you want a jury trial, court will give you a jury trial. You will get a quick, fast jury trial. So you want to discuss that with your attorney? You can. You all want to discuss that?
I'm good with the jury trial.
Do you want to discuss that with your client?
I think based on my conversation with him earlier this morning that he is, because of what happened the other day, it just took him off of pleading and he wants his jury trial.
All right, we're coming back on June 3rd.
Thank you, Judge.
And you will have your jury trial, and your plea deadline date has expired.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May I approach, Your Honor?